Kwaku Chase will say, look at this. Yes, this is not us, but this is possible. And that is why today I am asking you the question, have you been wondering why almost 90% of African farmers are still farming like the days of Abraham, still using machete, hoes, and all the traditional method of farming in Africa? This is a major worry for me, and I know you're also thinking or asking yourself the same question. But before we talk about that today, I want to tell you to please pause this video and subscribe to this channel if today is your second time, third time watching any video from us and haven't subscribed yet. But if you have subscribed, then thank you so much, guys, for helping this family grow. I know most of you are benefiting from this channel, and it's been a joy and my pleasure to talk about agriculture and together help us change the narrative and make farming fun, sexy, innovative, and bring all those ideas that we have acquired through our education and through our exposure. And that's why today I'm going to be talking about you and I, and how we are going to make farming in Africa more lucrative, more industrious, and more profitable, most importantly. In 2009, the New York Post released an article and they titled it Millennials Making Farming Sexy in Africa, where tilling the soil once meant shame. Maybe we need to break this title a little down for you. So millennials is us, the youth, the young ones. I don't know, maybe nowadays people around their 35, 40 call themselves youth as well. So yeah, you, me, all of us, millennials making farming in Africa sexy. That is super clear. Let's go to the next line, which is tilling the land once meant shame. Wow, such a powerful wording. Do you agree with me? Please write in the comment if you do agree with me or not. And I would love for all of us to read it and see if tilling the soil or the land of Africa once meant shame. I want to hear from you and what you think about it. But this topic really kept me thinking, right? Because you and I will both agree that looking at our parents, our grandfathers, our uncles who have been doing farming for ages. My mom has been farming for all her life. And I mean, growing up watching her, I didn't really see any economical change in her life. So as I'm growing up, there was no inspiration for me as a young man to go into the same industry. But in the olden days, I know your father is a carpenter. He teaches you how to make furniture. If your dad is a shoemaker, he teaches you how to do it. But agriculture is not the same. Why? Because we don't see it as a millennial thing. We don't see it as sexy. And that is what we want to talk about today. So I know most of you are aware that I'm in the state. And last week I had the opportunity to visit my alma mater, which is basically where I graduated here at San Diego. It's called University of San Diego. And it is such an amazing campus. I think you guys would love it, as you can see. I took some shots of the school and it was just amazing. The environment, that I've created to be so conducive, the family built around it, the nature, the architecture of the buildings. It was really an experience that I had to have the privilege to be able to study in such a beautiful campus, being able to sit by the fountain, do interclasses, to hang out with your friends, to just pick a book and read, or just to reflect on your next class, to do some assignment. It was just an amazing experience, and I'm really blessed to be able to have that opportunity to study in such a university, and it taught me so much. But last week, as I was there and walking through this university and reflecting my time here and what I'm doing now, don't get me wrong, when I had the opportunity, just like most of you, when we have the opportunity to study abroad, I didn't study agriculture. I studied business. Most of you will study medicine, engineering, whatever. Right? But I thought to myself, why didn't I study agriculture? Why didn't I have the passion being in such an environment? There was so many things I could have learned and be able to take into Africa and really change the agriculture, either it being livestock or crop production. because there's so many things they are doing here. But I didn't. And as I asked myself deep about this question, I realized it comes back, right, to how farming isn't sexy. How farming, we haven't been seeing any improvement in our parents, our fathers, our brothers who are farmers' life. And therefore, we always choose the other side of things. What do you think is the average age of a farmer in Ghana? I'm using Ghana as an example, but I know it is the same in Zimbabwe, in Nigeria, in Kenya, in all the other African countries. But tell me, write in the comments right now, what do you think is the average age of a farmer in Ghana? Since all the youth of us are choosing businesses, a lot of people in Nigeria, in Ghana, in South Africa, we are graduating with degrees. But guys, what is there for us to work? So my question to all the youth is, if we are graduating with the right diploma and degrees, but ending up unemployed, then why have we left our soil and land to be meant for shame? After all my education, after all my experience, yes, business was great. I brought it back. I've done a lot of investment, a lot of business, but here I am returning to my roots to go back into farming because we have so much to do. The farming industry in Africa has not been exploited yet, right? We've left it to our fathers who are still doing things the same way, but we all eat every day. You put something in the soil and it's going to multiply it for you. You buy a cow, you buy a sheep, and in 1 or 2 years, you're going to have times 2, times 3 of them. So this is a business that I want to encourage all of you, the youth. You don't have to start very big, right? You can start as small as you have, or the small land that you have. Start something. Give yourself time. Allow yourself to go through the process. And that process is going to shape you and make sure that you grow. Start investing in livestock. Start investing in vegetables. Start investing in any crop, cashew crop, cocoa, plantain, maize. Look at the price of maize now. Poultry farmers are crying every day. Meanwhile, you have money sitting at the bank. Take that money, invest it into something. After work, go there, take care of your animals. It's even going to give you some joy, some refreshment. Guys, agriculture or farming is not a shame. Let's learn. Let's take the innovations, the creativity that resides in young Africans. Let's take it into farming. And I know you and I can change the narrative, because our land, the African land, was never meant to mean shame, but rather fruitfulness, nourishment, nutrients. So let's take advantage of it. So if you're a young man listening to me, no matter your degree, no matter where you work, if you have some saving, pick it up. Go to your village, go to your neighborhood, get yourself a land, and let's start something. Reach out to me. You have my WhatsApp number. You can always schedule a time with me in the description by clicking on the link below, and schedule some time with me where I will share all my details, all my informations, anything that you need to be successful with you. Contact me on WhatsApp. I know we receive a lot of message, but I know that I will get to your message and I will respond to you. Please take the step and let's change the narrative of farming in Africa, because it has changed in the Western world. And I think you and I can do so too.